Ever tried getting your TikTok ads data into BigQuery? Then you probably know the struggle. You either rely on overpriced ETL tools that throttle your usage or charge per row, waste hours writing and debugging your own custom scripts, or you end up stuck exporting CSVs manually and backfilling them into tables like it's 2017 now. Even some quote-unquote no-code tools still send your sensitive ad data through third-party servers, which is a non-starter for many teams, especially if you're an enterprise or if you're an agency and you just cannot share your customers' credentials. That's why we built this, 100% open-source TikTok ads to BigQuery connector that you fully control. No black box logic, no row limitations, and no Python is needed to deploy it. It runs as a Google app script, connects directly to TikTok's marketing API, and sends the data straight into your BigQuery project, where you own the data. Whether you are a data analyst, a growth engineer, or part of a central data team, this is for you. You define the schema, you basically own the pipeline, you schedule the refresh when you need that. And you can fork that code and contribute back if you want to improve our connector. Today, I will show you exactly how to set this up step by step, from getting your access token and advertiser ID to setting up a simple template to load data into BigQuery automatically on your schedule. And if you are tired of SaaS tools hiding logic behind the UI, this is going to feel refreshingly honest to you. We already have a few videos here on this channel: Facebook and TikTok ads to Google Sheets, Facebook ads to BigQuery, and we are working on shooting more and more like that because we already have a lot of available connectors. So make sure you do a few things. 1. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and enable notifications so you don't miss any of the next connectors here. 2. Give us a star and watch us on GitHub so we can see that we are doing valuable things for you. And number 3, please like or dislike this video, because this would help more data folks, marketers, and therefore more businesses fix their data connectivity issues with a free tool created specifically for them. Let's get started. You may reasonably ask, why are we making this available for free? It's because for us at OWOX, data ownership matters, because reporting should be fast, reliable, and under control, and because too many tools overcharge for something that should be accessible to everyone across the team for better decisions. We wanted to build something different, and hence, we did. We want data connectivity and ownership to stop being a bottleneck for reporting. With our connectors library, everything runs in your environment. You own the data, you control the schema, you choose the metrics to load and schedule updates right from inside Google Sheets. It's built in JavaScript, and you can read or edit every line of code. And yes, this one is free forever. And Node.js edition we're working on is going to be available via npm install from GitHub into your infrastructure shortly, so stay tuned. With this being said, let me show you exactly how this connector works. So now let's get started. So step number 1, you need the template. Go to our GitHub, open the TikTok ads template and create a copy by selecting File, Make a Copy. That way, it's saved to your own Google Drive and fully editable. It's fully free from marketing things like email collection, so you can just go and do that on GitHub. But if you also want the instructions to be sent by email, you can download this template using the link below in the description. I'll ask you for the email address just to send you the instructions, and I promise not to sell you anything. Great, you've copied the document. Now let's configure the connector so it knows exactly what to fetch and from where. First, go to the config sheet. Start by setting the start date for your import. This tells the script when to begin pulling data from. Just note, pulling a huge date range might cause issues due to the API limits, So I'll just put something recent, like June 1, 2025. Next, end date, it's optional, but I would still add the end of June here. Then we will jump to the fields sheet. This is where you select the metrics, breakdowns, and dimensions you care about, like campaign name, cost, impressions, clicks. Just check the boxes. Some fields might already be pre-selected by default in the template to get you started, but you are free to customize them however you want. And if you want to pull more, there are optional fields available here as well. Just stay in the Fields tab and check the boxes for the additional dimensions or metrics you need for your specific reports. That's for the config. You are now ready to authenticate and run the import. But before we do that, let's just go through a few optional fields, but really useful. The settings are in the same config sheet as all of the rest. You will see fields like include deleted. So set this to true if you want to include deleted ads in your results. By default, it's false, so that won't be included unless you explicitly ask for them. Sandbox mode, well, basically leave this as false unless you're working in TikTok test environment. For almost everyone, the live data is what you want. Redirect URI. This is only needed if you are using the auth flow instead of manual tokens. You can leave it blank unless you know what you are actually doing. Now we need to set your BigQuery destination. Let's hear the dataset ID. Basically, put the project ID dot dataset ID from your BigQuery. If the dataset doesn't already exist, it will be created automatically. And we need to specify the destination location here, and I'll just put US here. Max fetching dates. This limits how many days worth of data can be fetched in one go. I usually keep this at 30 to avoid API timeouts, but you can adjust this as needed. Re-import lookback window. TikTok can retroactively update campaign data for a few days after the fact. So by setting this to 2, we are telling the connector to always re-import the last 2 days of data, just in case anything changed. That's it. All your config is done, and you are fully in control of what's going to be fetched and where it ends up. Now let's connect the dots literally. To pull data from TikTok ads account, you need to authorize access by generating a token. You'll need a few things here to start. Number 1, a TikTok for Business account. Number 2, advertiser level access to the account you want to pull data from. Number 3, developer access so you can create your own app. So let me walk you through it step by step. That's not as complicated as it sounds. So number 1, let's create a TikTok developer app. Go to the TikTok for Business Developers portal, business-api.tiktok.com/portal, and log in with your business credentials. Click Become a Developer and fill out the form with your name, email, and the company information. Then click Next and submit the application. Once you are a developer, head to My Apps and click Create App. Give your app a name, description, and use a placeholder redirect URL like localhost 8080. Now comes the important part, permissions. Find and select at least the following scopes: read ad account information, read campaigns, read ad groups, read ads, read custom audience. Click Submit. Now TikTok will review your app, which might take up to 7 business days, but in my experience it happens in a couple hours. If they reject it, tweak the description and try again, but usually that takes less than an hour or a couple of hours. And I never experienced any problems here, actually. It's not Facebook Business Manager, you know. Once approved, you will get a confirmation email and you're good to go. Now we need to generate your access token. Back in the TikTok Developers portal, go to your app, then copy the advertiser authorization URL and open it in your browser. Let's click Confirm. Basically, we need to grab the link here and take the authorization code out of it. So I'll grab a link, open a new Google Doc, and paste the link inside. So basically, here is our authorization code. Now we need to exchange that authorization code by making a post request to TikTok's API. You can take the endpoint exactly from our instruction on GitHub, but I will also try to put the link in the description to this video. Basically, you can use any tool to make a post request online. I'm using this one, just the first one I found on Google. So we need our link from GitHub. Here it is. It's the endpoint. So we'll need three things to do it. We'll need the app ID, we'll need the authorization code, and we'll need the secret. I'll grab all that from the developer portal and keep it in the document. So here is our app ID. Then we have the secret code here. Basically, that's it. Everything we need now is to add those details to the Google Sheets template. So go back to your Google Sheets, click OWOX, Manage Credentials, paste in your advertiser ID, app ID, secret, and access token, and save it. Once your credentials are saved, it's time to run the import and load the data straight into Google Sheets. In your template, go to OWOX, import new data. The script will now fetch the selected data from the config sheet and stream it directly into the Google Sheet or another one if you specify that separately. You will see a real-time progress log appear in the bottom and the data flowing into your Google Sheets. Each section of fields you selected, for example, campaign level data or ad level metrics, will be written onto a separate sheet or tab within this document, following a clear naming conventions. When it finishes, you will see a message saying import finished. And that's it. Your ads data is now stored in Google Sheets. Now that everything is working, let's set up a daily refresh so your TikTok ads data is always up to date. Here is how you do it. In your Google Sheet, go to Extensions, AppScript, Triggers. Then click Add Trigger. Let's set it up. Choose which function to run, import new data. Choose which deployment should run, head. Select event source, time-driven. Select type of time-based triggers, for example, day timer. Select time of day, pick your preferred time window. I'll go with 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. every day. And that's it. Click Save. Don't forget to make a new deployment. And don't worry, if anything goes wrong, AppScript will send you an email with the error log. Now your connector will run every day automatically, loading new data from the platform API into your infrastructure, Google Sheets or BigQuery, without you lifting a finger. Just remember, there is a tiny problem with token expiration on the TikTok side that we are working on and should be find a solution to fix it shortly. Awesome! Your TikTok ads data is now flowing directly into BigQuery on a schedule. So, what can you do next? Now that your raw ad data is in BigQuery, you can join it across the tables using the keys. You can join that with any other advertising data from other platforms. You can build a blended ad spends table. You can map that with conversions data from GA4 to BigQuery Expert, CRM data, and internal conversions event using SQL. Basically, you are not limited anymore to reporting or using that data inside BigQuery. Or you can build attribution models now. Whether you're working with simple last-touch attribution or building custom multi-touch logic, machine learning funnel-based attribution like we do at OWOX, BigQuery gives you that full flexibility. And this connector ensures that you've got the freshest ad data ready for you. Are you running ad campaigns across accounts in multiple currencies? Use our Open Exchange Rates connector to load daily exchange rates into BigQuery and normalize the spend across accounts. You can also build a cross-platform ROAS dashboard by pulling in Facebook ads, TikTok ads, LinkedIn ads, X, Twitter, Reddit, Microsoft X Bing ads, and Criteo ads data inside using our other free connectors. They are all live and available now for you. Or you can plug BigQuery directly into Looker Studio, Power BI, or whatever other tool your team uses for visualization, and visualize your unified, up-to-date performance dashboards without bottlenecks or manual CSV exports. And finally, you can use scheduled queries, dbt, OWOX Data Marts Community Edition that we are releasing in July 2025, or other orchestration tools to keep your reporting pipelines running cleanly and automatically, now that you've got the data where it belongs. And the best part, there is no vendor lock-in, no credit card is required, and there is no black box magic happening underneath. You own the data, you own the logic, you own the outcome. If you ever want to tweak the schema, add fields, or fork the connector, go for it. It's built in JavaScript, not Python, so you can customize it yourself or with a little help of ChatGPT. And if you want to contribute to our open source movement, just add a connector, request a feature, or improve the docs, just go ahead and do that inside our GitHub repo. We'd love to have you inside our community. So, what's next? First, grab the free connector on GitHub. The link is in the description. Second, give it a star on GitHub. It helps us know that this is useful and motivates us to keep building those connectors. Third, if you had any issues or want to request a new connector, head to Discussions or Issues tab on GitHub. Our team checks those every day. Then, subscribe to this YouTube channel and enable notifications so you don't miss the next tutorials for our free connectors and the orchestration platform release. We'll call it OWOX Data Marts Community Edition, and yes, that one is going to be free as well. And finally, if you're feeling ambitious and want to create your own connector, check out our contributors guide. We'll feature your work, give you a backlink, showcase your story if you want, and we'll help you promote it. That's it. No vendor lock, no paywalls, no mysteries. Just you and your connector in your spreadsheet, in full control over your data connectivity. Thanks for watching this video, and if this saved you time or money or both, just drop a comment and let me know. I'm Yevgen from OWOX, and I've got more tutorials coming soon, so stay data curious, and as always, happy analyzing!